So we already know that Null is making an appearance in Venom Last Dance, but who else might show up besides Horse Venom and a bunch of alien Venoms? Well, we could be getting She-Venom with MJ from the MCU. The director, Ruben Fleischer, has mentioned he'd love to do a standalone She-Venom movie. So let's break down what we know about a potential She-Venom film in Sony's Spider-Verse and how Venom Last Dance could be setting the stage for it. One character who's been seriously underused in both Venom movies is Anne Wang's She-Venom, played by Michelle Williams. She's barely had any screen time, which has been a big talking point among Marvel fans who feel like She-Venom hasn't gotten the attention she deserves compared to her much cooler comic book version. And after Venom 2's post-credit scene, it looks like we might see even less of her going forward. With Brock and Venom now in a different reality after that teleportation, She-Venom might be totally left out of the MCU. While it's possible she could still show up at some point, it seems like her future won't be in Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe for now, especially with Sony's Venom franchise being in a bit of a weird spot. Ruben Fleischer once said he'd love to see a standalone She-Venom movie after her cameo in 2018 got such a positive response, but now that feels like a distant dream. The first Venom movie teased us with Anne Wang hosting the symbiote, which fans hoped would lead to more She-Venom action. However, Venom Let There Be Carnage doesn't build on this at all. Instead, we get a repeat of the first movie, with She-Venom stepping in to save Brock, this time from the cops instead of Drake's goons. One possible way we could see She-Venom come to life in Venom Last Dance is by following a storyline from the comics. As the title suggests, this could be the final chapter for Tom Hardy's Venom, which might leave Sony without a Venom moving forward. However, if they follow the comic storyline, especially with the introduction of Null, which ties directly to the symbiote lore, Anne Wang could step in as the next Venom. In the comics, Anne becomes Venom after Eddie's death. Shocked by his suicide, she's consumed by grief, anger towards Eddie's father for abandoning him, and guilt over not supporting Eddie when he needed her most. She ends up breaking into the church where Eddie died to mourn him, and it's there that a symbiote, once rejected by Spider-Man, bonds with her. Anne takes on the Venom persona, seeking revenge for Eddie, going up against foes like Spider-Man and Carnage. At one point, she even adopts the alias Agent Venom and lets go of her anger towards Peter Parker, eventually becoming close friends with him. Anne also finds out she's mysteriously pregnant and later gives birth to Dylan, a human symbiote hybrid. If Venom Last Dance leans into this storyline, it could set the stage for Anne to take over as She-Venom, especially if something happens to Eddie. This would give the character the spotlight she's been missing and open up a whole new chapter for the symbiote saga in Sony's Spider-Verse. Plus, the connection to Null and the larger symbiote mythology would make her rise as She-Venom even more epic. If we don't see She-Venom in Venom Last Dance, another option could be her introduction in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. With Marvel and Sony finally ironing out their disagreements on the direction for the fourth film, Spider-Man 4 is now in development. Rumors are pointing towards a multiverse storyline, which would be a perfect setup to bring She-Venom into the fold. While Spider-Man No Way Home seemed to set the stage for a more grounded street-level sequel, the studios might aim for another massive hit with multiverse elements instead. Considering how well multiverse films like Deadpool and Wolverine have done, Spider-Man 4 could be the next big crossover event. The recent Venom Last Dance trailer has introduced Null, the terrifying creator of the symbiotes, who will be hunting Venom across different realities. This could lead to a major plot point in Spider-Man 4, as a piece of Venom's symbiote was left behind in the MCU at the end of No Way Home. If Null is searching for the Venom symbiote, he could eventually realize part of it is still in the MCU, sparking a clash with Peter Parker. My theory? Spider-Man and Venom could team up against Null in Spider-Man 4, bringing Tom Holland and Tom Hardy together for an epic battle. Fans have been hoping for this team-up for years, and it would be an incredible way to wrap up Venom's story while setting Peter Parker up against one of the most powerful villains he's ever faced. Null's presence could easily span multiple films, allowing for other Spider-Man versions like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to make appearances too, making it a full-on Spider-Verse showdown. While it might be tricky to fully integrate Tom Hardy's Venom into the MCU, Null's hunt for the symbiote would be the perfect way to do it. This theory could be the best route for Spider-Man 4, and fans will be eagerly awaiting more details as the film takes shape. Hopefully, we'll see this massive crossover become a reality. Now, if this theory leads to MJ from Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe getting the Venom symbiote, things could get even more interesting. Imagine Peter Parker's worst nightmare, trying to protect the people he loves, only for MJ to get tangled up in the battle with Null. With Null hunting down every piece of the symbiote, the fragment left behind in the MCU could find its way to MJ, bonding with her and turning her into a new kind of SHE-VENOM. In this scenario, Peter and Tom Hardy's Venom would be caught in a desperate struggle, not only to stop Null, but to save MJ from the symbiote's control. MJ becoming Venom could create some intense emotional stakes for Peter, especially after everything they went through in No Way Home. The idea of Peter trying to save MJ while also dealing with the immense threat of Null could bring the multiverse storyline to a whole new level. Tom Hardy's Venom, who has grown close to Eddie Brock, would likely sympathize with Peter's desire to save MJ. This could lead to a rare team-up where Peter and Venom fight side by side, trying to stop Null and free MJ from the symbiote's influence. Venom's experience with the symbiote could be the key to helping Peter save MJ, while also adding depth to the relationship between the two heroes. The stakes would be high as Null's power looms over them, and MJ's bond with the symbiote could make her an unpredictable ally or a dangerous foe. This could be a perfect setup for MJ to become a temporary host for the symbiote, giving us a glimpse of a new kind of Venom in the MCU, while also exploring the emotional dynamics between her and Peter in a new light. The showdown with Null would then become a personal battle for Peter, not just to save the world, but to rescue MJ from the grip of the symbiote. And with Tom Hardy's Venom by his side, this could be the ultimate team-up fans have been waiting for, blending the emotional weight of Peter's relationships with the epic scale of the multiverse saga. And on top of all that, this storyline could serve as the perfect way to reignite Peter and MJ's relationship after the emotional ending of No Way Home. With MJ now unaware of Peter's true identity, her becoming a host for the Venom symbiote could be the unexpected catalyst that brings them back together. As Peter fights to save her from the symbiote and Null's clutches, their bond could begin to rebuild, giving them a fresh start in the MCU. This intense life-or-death situation would force Peter to confront his feelings for MJ all over again, while MJ, unknowingly entangled in Peter's superhero world, would rediscover the connection they once had. By the time the battle with Null ends, we could see a new beginning for their relationship, stronger than ever and grounded in the trials they've faced together. The inclusion of MJ as Venom, even temporarily, could allow her character to evolve in new ways. She'd no longer be just Peter's love interest, but a key player in the fight against one of the most dangerous villains in the multiverse. It would also give Peter a personal stake in the battle, driving him to protect not just the world, but the person he loves most, setting the stage for a whole new chapter in their relationship post No Way Home. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, then you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.